And now, a very special Thanksgiving episode of
The Horror Guys. Yay! But we don't have any Thanksgiving movies.
I know what I'm thankful for.
Though we don't have to watch these again.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of them this week are middle of the line and didn't show us enough new.
I would recommend exactly one of these 5 movies.
2 of them. The Godzilla one was decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't the best one.
no, it's all right.
But several of these we're going to warn you about a little bit. Tell you what we think of them.
Only one of them was just pure awful.
I don't know about awful, but yeah.
A couple of them were same old, we've seen
That's
it
the
before.
problem. Yeah. What do we have?
Well, we will start off with a recent-ish movie called Ziam, and then look at Bloat. Mm-hmm. Bloat, that just sounds bloat.
Unpleasant.
I just want to say bloat over and over.
Yeah.
Then we've got some big stars in the Ritual, an exorcism movie. Did I say it's an exorcism movie?
You did say it's an exorcism movie.
Really about all that needs to be said.
The Exorcist did it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish up with the comedic We Are Zombies and the kaiju-fest Godzilla versus SpaceGodzilla.
That sounds awesome.
You want something to be extra scary, you put the word space in
on it. It gives it that science fiction element to it.
And, of course, this is brought to you by the space website, HorrorWeekly.com and HorrorMonthly.com for our books, where you can pick up The Horror Guy's Guide to the Horror Films of Space Christmas.
It's just...
Okay, there's no space. There's a couple movies in there that are Space Christmas. But
yeah, there are. Yeah.
It's all the different movies that are set around Christmas that are horror or scary, slashers, Krampuses, evil Santas, killer toys, and all that good stuff.
All the festive holiday things.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yep, it is our biggest, thickest book yet with 75 movies in it. And you can pick that up over at HorrorMonthly.com. There's a link that'll take you to Amazon or wherever it is you want to buy your books.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd totally buy that.
Ziam from 2025. Z-I-A-M.
Which is a Siamese movie.
It is.
Thailand.
Thailand, yes.
Yes.
Directed by Kulp, Kaljareuk. Written by Vathanyu. Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys in this movie that made it too. It's an hour and 35 minutes. There's a trailer in the show notes.
And some of these names, I mean...
the names in this one is just insane.
Some of the names have like 20 letters in them.
Let's see, one of the stars is Nuttanicha, Dungwattanawanich. And I think I probably said that pretty close to right.
You might have, yeah.
Vayla, Wanvayla, Boonnithipaisit.
Anyway, it's an entirely international cast.
Yes, Thailand people. It's got Thailand people in it.
It has Thai actors and crew and director and everything.
Spoiler free.
Well, it's a fast zombie movie. It's well made, set in Thailand, like we said, slightly in the future. The main character is a trained and experienced fighter, and he participates in a lot of combat, both before and during the outbreak. It was fairly entertaining, but it didn't feel like it felt like nothing we hadn't seen before.
It is a martial arts zombie movie.
With fast zombies.
If that appeals to you, you're going to like it.
But if you've seen lots of those, this wasn't much new.
No.
Yeah.
It's got martial arts.
It was good.
It's got zombies.
Well made, good special effects. Just, I kept thinking, I've seen this before. This looks familiar.
It's got all the zombie tropes, that's for sure.
Yeah, it does.
We hear about the collapse of the environment and possibly the end of humanity. The Thai government has been on lockdown for the past 10 years, which is, I guess, maybe this is the near future. Maybe it's a fantasy world. I don't know.
I think it's a near future.
But they still have their resources, or at least that's what the propaganda on the radio says. As the movie progresses, we see that they're just as screwed as everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Singh
is quitting his job and daydreams about his girlfriend, Rin. He might go back to kickboxing, which he's really good at. Singh and his partner drive into the food insect farm in the apocalyptic wasteland. Yes, people are eating bugs now. As they park the truck, bandits approach, but Singh fights them all off single-handedly. They have guns and he doesn't, but he still beats the crap out of them.
And they don't all shoot him at once. That was nice of them. Yeah, it's one of those kind of movies.
One of those ones where
he's the hero.
There's a whole big gang of them and they fight him one at a time.
Yep.
Well, there are riots and fighting all over Bangkok. Singh's friend is elated to find that they've been carrying a load of dried fish in the truck. Then we cut to Mr. Vasu, who runs the company who makes that fish, and he boasts that he kept all the people from starving. We see that Vasu has invented a new kind of safe fish, and this is what Singh's friend got. All the businessmen and investors get a sample, but then the convulsions start.
This is not good fish.
I have a problem with this scene.
This is zombie fish. Yeah.
This is zombie making fish, yes. You eat the fish, you become a zombie. The main guy who presents the food to them, he goes to the hospital. And the entire rest of the movie, it spreads on from him.
Yeah.
These other guys at the table, we don't see them change.
But they
and
were
we don't
having
see
samples
Singh's
too.
partner earlier change. We don't see any of that.
Maybe it didn't affect everybody, and he was patient zero.
But it also appeared that later on at the hospital, they had the hospital surrounded and were just shooting everybody coming out, like they had contained it. It should be all over the freaking place by the end.
It should, yeah, because
Maybe it is, and we don't see that.
Well, I think it is, and we don't see that, or it's going to be because there's truckloads of this fish.
Yeah.
And maybe it only initially infects a small portion of the population, and from there they're biting zombies that spread it from person to person. Yeah, it wasn't tightly written.
No, I think maybe the plot line. Well, some of it could have been lost in translation, also.
Yeah.
Do you remember if this was subtitled or dubbed?
It was subtitled.
It was.
The version we watched.
That's usually better. All right. Well, anyway, at home, Rin nags at Singh about his dangerous job. She realizes that right now there aren't a lot of options. Rin is a doctor who works at the nearby hospital. She gets called by the hospital administrator for an important case. Mr. Vasu's wife is sick with something terminal. Vasu thinks fish liver could improve his wife's condition, but Rin isn't sure the fish is even healthy, especially this fish.
Yeah, it's that fish. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Vasu's partner, Purik, the guy we saw eating the fish earlier, dies bloodily on the operating table, a victim of the fish. Purik then wakes right back up, now a zombie.
Pandemonium starts.
Yeah, very fast.
It infects very quickly from person to person once bites or, yeah.
It's a 28 days later virus, basically.
Yeah.
In a Thailand hospital.
Yeah, very fast, very angry. Train to Busan, have you seen that? World War Z.
Yeah.
The fast zombies.
Well, it's well made, and being from Thailand makes it a little interesting, because we don't get much from them, but it's kind of nothing new. The acting looks fine. Oh, we did see the dubbed version.
Oh, was it?
Right here.
Yeah, okay.
And the voices in the dubbed version were less than stellar.
Okay,
This is a Netflix movie, so they cleaned it up for us, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
It's all right, it's fine, but there's really nothing new here to see.
Yeah, it's Thai, which is kind of a novelty. We don't see a whole lot of Thai movies, but yeah. It wasn't a realistic movie. But zombie movies usually aren't. So,
I don't think any of the ones we're going to talk about today are terribly realistic.
But I mean, I was fairly entertained, but it wasn't memorable or anything we hadn't seen before.
Okay. One that was kind of memorable was Bloat, directed by Pablo Absento, written by Pablo Absento and Buddy Giovinazzo, stars Ben McKenzie, Boja Novakovic, and Malcolm Fuller, hour and 26 minutes. And director Paulo Absento, this movie might have been better if he had been Absento. This sucked. This was just horrid.
Okay, I'm not going to go as far as to say it was horrid, but it didn't impress me very much.
It's another one of those screen life subgenres of horror, a film that's entirely made up of videos, web pages, emails, video chat, etc. And it was brought to us apparently by Apple.
A lot of Apple products.
Of Apple products here.
Yes.
A father has to deal remotely with a son in Japan, along with another son and his wife, who are struggling with the supernatural. Bloat is a perfect title. It's not a bad little story, but it's bloated out into a full-length movie that didn't impress either of us very much.
I think this could have been a long short, and it would have been very nice.
There was Hosts that I think the director did, and that other one, We're All Going to the World's Fair. This same guy did those also.
Okay.
It's like his specialty.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Okay.
I hate them terribly.
Well, I don't hate the genre. That in itself wasn't the issue.
We haven't seen the new War of the Worlds yet, and I have been avoiding it for months.
Oh, the Apple version?
Yeah.
Because I hear that's a screen
I hear
life.
that's a very similar kind of thing. Yeah.
Lots of screen life in it. Yeah.
Okay, well, what happens?
Well, we watch a phone video of a woman giving birth, and there's something wrong with the baby. he reads a text. It's time to move on, Jack. We've lost our child. It's time to move on.
How dramatic. We read it in a text.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh, Jack and Hannah then decide to move to Tokyo. And we watch a trip planning montage, which looks a lot like an ad for Apple.
They got the phones, they got the FaceTime, they got the Macs, they've got all the Apple toys.
And then suddenly there's an attack in the Middle East, and Jack's leave gets canceled. He's a military guy, pretty high ranking, I guess. Well, Hannah and her 2 sons end up going to Tokyo without Jack. And we watch Jack and Hannah talking through FaceTime. Suddenly Hannah drops the phone and runs away, leaving Jack hanging. And we see headlines that 4 boys drowned that day at the park. And Jack's son Kyle was one of them. But he miraculously survived. They brought him back. Well, Jack tries to get more information, but it's hard since Hannah lost her phone and the other son, Steve, can't use his phone in the hospital. Jack watches news footage over and over. And what is that green stuff coming out of Kyle's mouth?
He's puking up the green slime.
Yeah, that's not right. And afterward, Kyle is different. He bites his brother, but Jack is too busy managing drone strikes to pay full attention. Well, Jack talks to a psychologist about Kyle's weird behavior. We see a video of Kyle discussing his drowning experience with the doctor. And he then goes on to research PTSD and a website of parents of possessed kids.
As one does.
What he's starting to wonder about.
Yeah, we probably should stop there. You're making it sound more interesting than it was.
Yeah. So basically Kyle died and came back, or almost died and came back, but he's not quite
Did he come
right.
back alone?
Yeah. Did he bring something with him? Yeah, that's the question.
So today I learned what screen life is. I had not run into that term before.
It is kind of tiresome and exhausting, but I don't hate it by itself.
Could you imagine either of our parents? We're both in our 50s. And could you imagine any of our parents watching this and making sense of it?
People in their 70s and 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is this all about? What's going on here?
Well, some would have some idea, but a lot of folks would be lost on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this kind of movie made sense back in the days of COVID when 2 actors couldn't be in the same room with each other. But why do it now?
Well, because they were apart, and this was a way to do that. Far apart.
He likes his remote work so much he decided to direct a movie that way?
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is told through FaceTime, Skype, text, Instagram, Google searches, and other computer communications apps.
And they tend to play up glitchy video and bad connections and so forth when it's useful. It's a tool that they can use. And I thought that...
Well, the demon is supposed to be doing it. It's not that Apple's FaceTime is that bad. It's just the demon is doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I thought it built on Jack's frustration, too, and some tension, trying to deal with this from far away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got more screen recordings than one of those Apple keynote events.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Half the time, these people's Wi-Fi is on the fritz, so we only get bits and pieces of the conversation. If they all talk to each other, there probably wouldn't be a problem. But the hardest thing to believe in this film is that he watched all those online videos without a single annoying YouTube ad.
No commercials.
Paying for that YouTube Prime or whatever it's called.
No commercials anywhere.
I don't care for the way it was filmed, but the acting here is decent.
Mm-hmm.
The main problem is that it's such a weak story. It felt like it should have been a 20-minute short with far too much padding.
Yeah.
I should say bloat.
Yeah.
And even worse, there's not a real ending.
Not enough progression. Well, there sort of was. I think there was. I saw the ending clearer than you did, I think. We discussed that. Yeah. I thought it was more definitive.
Kevin had to explain it to me, which that's not a good ending in my opinion.
Okay.
Anything to add?
No, I think that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
And The Ritual, directed by David Middle, written by David Middle and Enrico Natala, stars Al Pacino.
Holy cow.
Of all people.
And Dan Stevens. Holy cow.
And Ashley Greene.
Holy cow. It's got a powerhouse trio.
I have no idea who Ashley Greene is, but I certainly know the other two.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Hour and 38 minutes, trailer in the show notes.
So it was not the fault of the cast in this one.
I think part of it was.
You think so?
I think there was some very much hammy overacting in this one.
Oh, I didn't think so.
By one of the contenders.
Ooh. Pacino, you think?
Yes, I thought he was ridiculous.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought he was okay.
That accent.
Yeah. It was an accent. Yeah.
Why couldn't he just be himself?
Well, I think he does. I think he just learns
He's
his
not
lines.
an old Eastern European man.
I think he learns his lines and shows up.
Go on and on about being an old man. I mean, he is old, but that's clearly not him.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't fault the performances or the accents.
Well, it's a movie based on the 1928 exorcism of a young woman named Emma Schmidt. So it's kind of a true story.
Inspired by true events.
Yes. The cast is, according to Kevin, very good. As far as films go, it's well made, though kind of slow at times. Overall, it didn't feel like anything we hadn't seen before, and didn't do much for either of us.
Nuh-uh.
If you want to see this movie and see it good, it's called The Exorcist. It came out in 1973.
I thought it was much better, yeah.
How would you compare this to the Russell Crowe movie from a few months back?
Oh, I think the Russell Crowe one was better, too.
I think so, too, yeah. This just didn't have anything new to it.
No, not really. Yeah.
Well, what happens?
We see a very frightened priest praying as credits roll. And then 9 days earlier, in 1928 Iowa, that priest, Father Joseph Steiger, gives his sermon and mentions that his brother just recently died. So he's dealing with grief on top of the other things that he's got going on. The bishop shows up unexpectedly and hands him the psychiatric report on a very troubled woman.
Let's go back to that grief for a minute.
Yeah.
This guy's brother died, and I believe he said it was a suicide.
I believe it was suicide, yeah.
But the brother the priest here had nothing to do with it.
No.
In the 73 version...
Well, he was guilty that he didn't intervene enough or, wasn't in contact with the brother enough and stuff like that.
We didn't see any of that.
We didn't see that.
In the 73 Exorcist, the priest's mother had been put into, just ignored until she died, and she had some issues. And that was the priest's fault. He had legitimate guilt there that the demon eventually used against him. This didn't seem like there was any real connection between the priest and the guilt.
Well,
we were told he has guilt.
He was feeling the guilt, yeah, and the demon does kind of try to use that.
Okay, go on.
But anyway, well, the woman's parish wants to do an exorcism. Father Reisinger has been assigned to do that, but they want to do it there at Steiger's church. So they're going to import the exorcist and the woman who is possessed. Steiger sets up a private train car for Emma Schmidt, and he suggests to the train people that she's a little crazy and a little dangerous. They just need to stay away from her, just get her here. Father Theophilus arrives, and he's a little strange. He explains that he's the one who needs to do the ritual.
He's doing Van Helsing. And this movie doesn't need Van Helsing.
It did have a Van Helsing vibe to it, yeah. Well, Reisinger and Steiger don't agree that it's a supernatural problem. The young priest doesn't believe in that hooey. The old man is sure that it is, but Steiger is pretty rational about it, and he suspects mental illness. Well, they get everything set up. The woman arrives. They start the first ritual. And there's a number of supporting nuns and, minor characters
we get
that are helping out.
And recognize several of them. Most of them are not big parts of this.
But several of the nuns are key players.
Yeah.
The religious people all say a blessing, and Emma goes into convulsions. And that's pretty much it for the first day.
And the rest of the movie is broken down one day, they do another ritual, another day they do another ritual, and then it takes, 5 or 6 days probably for the whole thing.
Many days, and it gets...
Each time gets
more and more
worse.
violent,
yes.
and yeah.
Okay, well, yep, it's another exorcism movie with two priests and an excess of angst.
Yeah.
Al Pacino plays doddering old man really well, but he's not very interesting. He seems to know everything, and he's just a little European and weird, a lot like Van Helsing. I think that was a very good comparison. I have no idea what was up with his accent. Dan Stevens was great. He did fine here. The acting overall is good, with the exception of Pacino, who's clearly playing a stereotype. There are numerous jump scares that are simply loud noises covering something pretty mundane. At one point, the woman's laying in the bed, and she twitches her arm. Just tink. And boom goes the music, and we all jump because that wasn't scary.
Jump scare.
She moved her arm.
Yeah.
The special effects, what there are of them, are pretty minimal. The shaky camera work is overdone to the point where it gets a little annoying. But I think the worst part is that we've seen it all before, and this movie adds nothing new to the genre.
Yeah, that was its biggest problem.
There are so many exorcism films out there, Some of them add something new. Some of them are just the same old thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same old thing.
And this one lost me a little bit right at the beginning. Movies generally do when they say based on true events.
Well, just because you don't believe in demons and exorcism doesn't mean that this whole process didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. And the information on the real case is kind of interesting, and I've put a link there. If you look up Anna Eklund, Eklund, that was her real name.
Mm-hmm.
This name that she was going under was a pseudonym. Or is it the other way around? Shoot.
It doesn't matter.
But I'm not going to
It's based on a real case. Let's not worry about the names.
Yeah, but anyway, it's interesting reading about the real case.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I thought the cast was good and the movie and, Possession.
But this is not your favorite of the week.
It's not my favorite of the week. No, Possession films in general are not. Well, and again, I've mentioned it before. It's a fundamental issue. They go in, they believe that God is all-knowing, all-powerful, all-seeing, They've got that fundamental belief, these priests and nuns and everything, but only if you say the right words and sprinkle holy water and hop on one foot. Here's this, they believe in this omnipotent, all-powerful being, but he's only going to help if you do this ritual. That's just dumb.
God doesn't need rituals.
It doesn't seem necessary. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are zombies. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Wait, that's not what the insurance guy says, is it?
This was the best of the week.
2024's We Are Zombies is also my favorite of the week. It's not the greatest movie we've seen. It's just it's got some real competition this week.
But best of the week.
Yeah. Directed by Francois Simard, Anouk Wissel, and Yuen Carl Wissel. Sounds very foreign.
It does.
But the characters weren't.
Yeah.
Written by Jerry Frisson, Francois Simard, and Anouk Wissel. Stars Alexandre Nachi, Derek Johns, and Megan Peta Hill. Hour and 20 minutes. Trailer in the show notes. That is quite the awesome poster, too.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is interesting because it's kind of an alternate reality kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is set in a world where the dead come back to life, and they are non-cannibal zombies. They're semi-functional,
more functional than others.
Some more functional than others.
Many
it
of them
depends
have
on
jobs.
How they died.
Yeah,
a lot, but to the point, where they can have jobs and they have rights. And they're taking. There's some controversy because the zombies are taking all our jobs. Basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we join an eccentric trio as they make their way through a world of strangeness, trying to make money and to keep their grandmother safe. With greed and big money playing a role, things do get violent. And this was weird and funny. It's got a good cast and excellent effects. And overall, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
We open on a zombie walking through an alley downtown. He sneaks up on a guy getting takeout. But then, the zombie is just annoying as he begs for change.
Yeah,
Credits roll.
You think the zombie's going to get him, and it's like, no, it just wants some money. It's just a homeless zombie.
Freddie complains about the beggar zombie to Carl, and then goes back to rip off the dead man's jaw to get a gold tooth out.
Rude.
Maggie calls. She's got another pickup for them. We watch a news report. Zombies are here, but they aren't eating brains, so we just gotta live with them. Zombies are taking all the jobs, however, and now they want equal rights. Freddie and Carl goes to a man's apartment. They've been called to remove the family's grandfather, who has become living impaired.
They don't call them dead or undead or zombies. They are living impaired is the politically correct way.
It goes badly, and they end up pulling off the man's head, which kind of only slows him down a little.
Yeah, they basically jam a stick down his neck and spike the head back in place. And
look, his head spins now.
Yeah.
Turns out, Freddie and Carl don't really work for the Coleman Company, the exterminators or whatever you want to call them.
The cleanup crew. Yeah.
They're crooks who just steal the accounts.
Uh-huh.
They take the old man to Don, who doesn't want to pay full price for this one since he's damaged. We then cut to a commercial from Bob Coleman, the head of Coleman Incorporated. They are busy studying the zombies and the secrets of the mind. They keep the zombies in cages and runs experiments on them. And he's like, all our zombies are, cage-free and well fed, and then we see what they're really like inside. It's a mess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, Carl, Freddy, and Maggie go out for lunch, and Freddy gets an ear in his fries.
Because there's a zombie working in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then they're literally falling apart because they're dead.
Stanley and Rocco, the guys from the actual Coleman Company, get chewed out for having their client stolen. Yeah, so anyway, you got it. It's this weird world where these guys trying to...
And we find out why this underworld is collecting zombies, why these two are taking zombies to this guy. And yeah, it's convoluted. But then, things get uglier, too.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very unusual take on the usual zombie tropes, played for laughs.
I liked the uniqueness of it. Yeah.
Yes. Ziam did not do anything new. This did a lot new.
This one does, yeah.
The gore effects and zombies are well done, but not excessive. Oh, okay. One of those zombies was pretty excessive.
Oh, some of them are very excessive, yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. The effects are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's up next?
Godzilla versus SpaceGodzilla, 1994.
And you're going to want me to read those names, aren't you?
I want you to read those names.
Directed by Kensho Yamashita, Takeo Okawara, and Kazuki Amore. Written by Kanji Kashiwa, Hiroshi Kashiwabara, and Shinichiro Kobayashi. Stars Jun Hashizume, Megumi Odaka, and Zenkichi Yoneyama. Hour and 46 minutes. Trailer in the usual place.
And this poster is truly awesome.
That is a great looking poster.
Yeah, spaceships and monsters. And yeah. So spoiler free, this was the 40th anniversary Godzilla film. Mothra is back, as well as the Big G, plus humans have a new giant robot, Bugera. And most of all, as the title implies, there's SpaceGodzilla, who formed from Godzilla's cells, and he wants to destroy the Earth for some reason. There's battles galore, lots of stuff that the people do in this one as well, and this outing really leans into the science fiction more than the others, I think.
A lot. Some do, some don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
Well, we see a spiky, glowing thing flying through space, eventually crashing on an island on Earth. We then hear Godzilla roar.
And what are the odds it would land like right there? Maybe,
pretty high. It seems to do it in every movie.
What? Godzilla's awake again.
We cut to a huge underground where Mogura is being built. It's just another giant kaiju fighting machine. Star Falcon is there as well. It all looks very modular as the pieces go together.
Mm-hmm.
We cut to the Telepathic Institute, where they plan to mentally control Godzilla. Mickey and the telepathic children from the previous films are learning to do all this. She remembers back when Mothra flew off into space and released many little baby moths.
Mm-hmm.
This Mickey character, she's been in like 7 or 8 of these movies now. By the time we're done, this whole era has her in it.
She
doesn't really do that much.
Most recurring character.
She's like the only character that ever shows up again.
She'll usually do 1 or 2 telepathic things per movie.
It's very like they really wanted her to be able to do more, but the script never allowed for it.
Well, it'd be a problem. They had to nerf her. Or
telepathy with monsters is pretty useful. It could be.
Yeah, it could have been very quick movies, if she'd had full powers. And
here comes Godzilla.
Okay,
look, he turned around
no problem.
and went away.
He went back to sleep. Yeah.
2 men land on an island and start climbing the mountain. They are Shinjo and Sato. When they get to the top, they run into Yuki, another guy they weren't expecting. They all run into Baby Godzilla from the previous film and set up camp. Baby Godzilla is bigger than a person, but he's all chubby and cute looking. Yes,
yep, adorable. Yeah.
The scientists and military then talk to NASA, who explains that a kaiju has attacked and destroyed a space station.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, it's a monster in space.
SpaceGodzilla.
Mickey's magic earrings glow, and one of the mini Mothras appears. The little moths that escaped.
Mm-hmm.
It brings the 2 fairies, who warn that Earth is facing a terrible crisis. There's a space monster coming to kill Godzilla and conquer the Earth. She decides to help the Institute with her telepathic weapon thing. Well, the 3 men on the island are digging holes. They're planting tear gas mines for Godzilla. Yuki has a special coagulant-filled bullet that he thinks could kill Godzilla. While the 2 newcomers are here for Project T, that telepathy project, but they don't want to kill the big G.
They want to control him.
Mickey, Dr. Akubo, and Gondo, yes, we're still introducing new characters, arrive at the island to prepare for Godzilla's return. He comes back every so often to tend to the baby. Meanwhile, the military launches Mogura to prepare to fight the space invader. When the baby steps on one of those tear gas landmines, Mickey senses that the big Godzilla is on the move. And he soon arrives.
And here he comes.
Koji shoots him with a bazooka that plants a device that will amplifies Mickey's telepathy and allow her to control him. Yuki...
That's the plan, anyway.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yuki still has his poison bullet, but he just can't get the right shot. Mogura and the thing in space have a battle among the asteroids. We soon see that the alien creature looks an awful lot like Godzilla with shoulder pads. Mogura flies off, out of control, as the monster proceeds toward Earth. And I'm guessing there's going to be a fight when they get there.
Lots of fighting.
Yeah. The music here is pure 80s superhero stuff. Overblown, loud, and very energetic. It's got a giant robot, 2 monsters, ninjas, mafiosos, a mad scientist, and a vengeance-crazed soldier. What more could a movie want?
That sounds pretty complete.
That's not even counting Baby Godzilla.
And there's a presentation. There's an expert that gives. He explains the scientific origin of SpaceGodzilla, and the technobabble that he spews out is really impressive. Apparently some of Godzilla's cells, and I can't even remember what it was, but just the jargon that he spews out. It's almost amusing.
It's all very scientific and realistic, I'm sure.
Yeah. Best not to think about the science and science fiction here too much, but I thought this one was above average for entertainment.
Yeah, I think of this era, this was one of the better ones.
It's lively and fast, and a lot of fun.
That's it for this week. Next week, more movies. What do we have? Oh, Shelby Oaks. That's a big one right now.
Yes.
And I see 3 other ones here that I'm not going to talk about. 4.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of good stuff for next week's going to be good shows. Yeah, we got good stuff next week.
Yeah.
But if you can't wait till next week, HorrorMonthly.com has lots of reviews. HorrorWeekly.com will keep you informed on what's coming up next week. So many websites.
So much.
Yep. But go to HorrorWeekly.com. There's links to everything else there. And in the meantime, I'm Brian.
And I'm Kevin.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.